Can a gratitude practice actually make you a better public speaker or presenter? Absolutely, but only if you do the right one. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mari Giaser, and I help you with your executive presence and presentation skills so that when you have job interviews, sales meetings, or presentations, you can rock the room and really shine authentically. And a gratitude practice is a great way to do that because gratitude naturally reduces our cortisol, so we are less prone to nervous rushes. It also helps us connect and be more authentic without having to try, so that we really bring the people we're speaking with into our message authentically, naturally, and with a little bit of fun in the mix. However, the wrong kind of gratitude practice can backfire if you use it right before a speech. And this is what happened to one of my students. I had been talking about how important gratitude was, and she came to me and she said, "Mari, I tried your gratitude thing right before my presentation and it just ruined it." And I said, "Oh my gosh, what happened? What did you do?" And she said, "Well, I was thinking about my older dog who I really love, and he's had a lot of health problems, and I'm just so grateful for spending time with him. And all of a sudden, I couldn't stop thinking about what would happen if he died. And I got so upset, and I was crying, and I couldn't focus, and it was right before I was supposed to go on stage." Obviously, that's not what I want for you. What she had done is the wrong kind of gratitude practice. She had thought about a big gratitude. And that's not what you want to do right before you present, because right before you present, your body's already experiencing a little fight, flight, or freeze, is experiencing a little need for protection, and you're going to be much more likely to catastrophize, which is what she did. She went from feeling grateful about her older dog to worrying that her older dog was going to die before she got home from the speech, which is not what we want. By the way, her dog is doing fine. What we want is for you to think of those little things that you're grateful for. So this is why I recommend we do micro gratitudes. Now, a micro gratitude is something that you are grateful for that brings you genuine pleasure and gratitude and appreciation, but it's small. If that thing was to pass away from your life, it wouldn't put you in deep grief, it wouldn't upset the structures of your life, it wouldn't cause anything more than just a moment of disappointment, and then you would move on. So you don't want to think about being grateful for your health or your loved ones or your furry friends or your job or your car, or any of the big stuff right before you present. You want to think about the little things. You also want to have started the practice earlier. So I recommend you do this for 30 days. It's really easy. You can do it anytime, anywhere. I want you to think about 3 tiny things you're grateful for. Things that bring you joy, but if you lost them, wouldn't be the end of the world. So things like, wow, you're grateful for the barista who always smiles at you when you get your coffee in the morning. You're thankful for the warm fuzzy socks that you really enjoy. You're thankful for the smell of your favorite tea, or the fact that your plant is blooming, or looking out the window and seeing those fun cloud formations. You're thankful, you enjoy it, you're grateful for it, and if and when it were to pass away, that would be okay. Disappointing, but okay. Every day for 30 days, I want you to think about 3 tiny gratitudes and either write them down or speak it out loud. And that's it. And don't worry if at first they're hard to find. A lot of times people have been primed to think about the big things and they don't see the little things. And that's partly the way our brains work. You need to remember that your brain on a biological, neurological level is hardwired to prioritize protection over celebration. So if I'm walking along in the grasslands and I see the grass waving, from a neurological, biological, protection, evolutionary standpoint, it is better for my body to go, oh my gosh, maybe that's a predator, maybe that's a lion or something in the grass, and run away, than it is for me to think, oh, look at the pretty way the wind is moving that grass. So our brains are hardwired to go to the threat first to protect us. That's okay. Just looking for the positive, even if you can't find it at first, has been proven to help your psychology and your biology. Looking for gratitudes on a routine basis can reduce your cortisol by 30%. Cortisol is a major stress hormone that gets activated when we speak. So, for 30 days, think of those little micro gratitudes. And then, just before you're getting ready to present, in the 5-10 minutes before you are ready to either step on stage or step into that meeting room for that critical conversation, think of 3 tiny things you're grateful for. Maybe you brought your favorite purple pen. Maybe you're wearing those shoes you really like. Maybe the air conditioner kicked in just when you were getting a little overheated. Whatever it is, find those 3 tiny things and focus on giving your audience a gift. And you will find that this helps bring out your best in the moment. So I'd love to hear in the comments how this works for you. If you try it out, what 3 tiny things did you choose? How did that practice work for you? And I will see you for the next tip and trick.